Greetings from Interger. I'm Little Bones. I'm about to show you something that will be very cool if you could use it in your adventure map, and if you have any knowledge of Redstone, you could use it anywhere you want. Now this here is a 32 number integer. What that means is it is able to have one of 32 states, and it comes in 3 parts. I say 3 parts because the beginning part and the end part can both be switched out other versions of the same thing. This here is all the input, and this here, you see there's a purple, a red, a blue, and a yellow, and a green memory latch here. It's a storage. This here does the job of read, and it will read all the memory latches there and decipher the combinations. At the moment it's deciphered that blue is on and everything else is off. So now if you want to whiz over here, there are buttons on all these, but obviously it just means you can activate the line using the buttons. You've got to test it. If we want to put this one here on, which is purple off, red, gap, yellow, green, we can go over here and press the button and then come back over here, and it is only lit up this one line. So this thing over here now only has one of 32 states, and as you can see it has all the combinations that is possible with 5 memory latches. If you add a further memory latch to this, obviously you need to make another read function. It will be able to have 64 numbers on it to it, but this is a 32 number version at the moment. One thing to keep in mind is that it may flash in with a different number, as this here is deciphering what actually happens, because this here will get the information as soon as this memory latch, or the memory latch is here, you send it to it, so it may end up flashing with a different number. Something to keep in mind. Additionally, we have 2 lines here, which is my kind of way of being able to make it so that it didn't flash a different number or didn't change anything afterwards, which was this line over here, which is change started, which is I've left in. Basically means you've just activated an input. This over here means change end, meaning it goes all the way to the end and it's now finished all the inputs. So the input now should be sent to the memory latches by the point of this line being powered. I'm still using repeater, so it might be have a bit of delay on it. Now, I'm using this so I can make a track button, have a track button on my adventure map so that it will turn lights on another path, so it shows them where a quest is. And obviously I only want them to show one of the quests. I don't want them to show the entire lot. I only want them to show, you know, this way to over there, not here, there and everywhere. So there's a practical use of this here. You want something with one of 32 states. One of the things I want to implement at one point is a factory thing over here, which will be able to make it so you press one button and it will add 1 to it. You press another button, it'll add -1 to it, and obviously you know how to set to 0, because 0 is set here. Now I'm going to show you something which you will have to do if you paste it in using a schematic. I'm going to link the world and the schematic, so if you want to make a separate schematic, you can if you want to. Let's pop over to that world. So I have pasted in the 2 schematics which are here, which both require to stand this piece of bedrock just down here, and you can see which boundaries I've selected using bedrock on the corners and things. So this here is pasted into a snow biome, so you can definitely see it's not the same world. And an issue you'll get into here, if we fly over here, the state I have schematically saved as is always at 0. So you see this line here is on, and it's on because a piece of redstone over here is flashed and flashed off so quickly that the redstone hasn't abated yet. So you get a situation where redstone here is on and the redstone down here is off. The way you cure it, break a piece of redstone, place a piece of redstone to update this area, and they will only happen on these 5 rows or the rows afterwards, basically, whenever I'm going from high up. So it happens again somewhere along here. Where's it happening again? Here. Happens again on this line here. So all I do is I break a piece of redstone, place a piece of redstone, and basically, provided it goes back on to 0, you know you've gotten all of the rogue unchanged redstone sorted. Now, I honestly don't mind how you use this, provided you don't use it in negative light. Oh, I forgot one additional thing. Signs don't copy in the schematic yet, so you're going to have to make sure that you remember that off is right and left is on. And these 2 here, by looking at the world, maybe replace these. Back to what I was saying before, though, I don't mind how you use this. I know how I'm going to use this, and I'm probably going to do another video on how I used it in the adventure map, so you might want to be able to use it yourself. Just leave me a little bit of a redstone credit sign or note somewhere, and I honestly don't mind. I don't know, saying Lord Bones help with the redstone. That there would be more than enough that I would appreciate. Additionally, I've made this here very easy to understand, this read part. This part over here already is quite easy to understand, but this part over here I've purposely made it so it's just a bunch of AND gates and reverse latches and here, there and everywhere, because that way then, if you have even the smallest knowledge of redstone, memory latches and AND gates and so on and so forth, you can figure out how this thing works and maybe make something similar. Okay, so rate, comment, subscribe. On the screen now will be my first channel. I think you'll probably end up seeing the video of our adventure map we started doing, which is the Fall of Gondolin. Definitely check out my first channel, maybe check out Manic Munches, and you'll see more stuff like this being used in those videos, so I'd appreciate it if you did, you know, like, comment, subscribe. And if you want to see more tutorials and things, this is your channel, because this channel here I'm going to post more of the complicated stuff and the tutorial-ish stuff on here. So thank you very much. I'll see you on my main channel if I see you.